Hey folks, ET here coming at you with the pre-market prep, so let's get to it. So yesterday, another interesting day, very wide range, did not get to the 530, definitely hit the 544. A lot of calls on the table yesterday that just remained there all day, no matter what. But remember, we say it all the time, always watch convergence. We did not have convergence. These gray bars mean that price is probably moving contrary to flow, which is what we saw for a majority of the day after that big gap up, and then we started to just matriculate down. Jumping into our daily customer sentiment and our whale targets. Whale targets are sitting at 550 and 520, so not a whole lot of change there. 550 rolled off for a little bit yesterday, then came back. And customers, we had a pretty abrupt move down to the downside there, kind of just keeping us back and forth. As you can see, we go up, down, and that's what price has basically been doing. We've been kind of range bound for a while. Jumping into our dark pools, 30 prints at 527.1. So mark that on your chart as an important piece of price contention. Sorry there. Let's see if I can get the words out of my mouth properly. Let's see. SPY sitting at 535 in the pre-market session. So let's go ahead and take a look here in a second at our gamma. 538.92, still our largest ag. Kind of a big cluster right there between 538 and 530. Interesting to see if we end up range bound between those two big levels at some point. Jumping into our gamma, we're at 538, I think I said. I think that's about right. 535. So we're at 535 the pre-market session. Our biggest pull on the board right now is 525. Here's 529. We're kind of in this positive cluster right here. This is a very small positive cluster, I want to point out. Not too concerned there. This is still very thin. Still tons of room up to just keep ripping into 550 if we want to, or going on down to 525. We don't really see much of a stop till 516. This is on the ag, of course, so let's jump in and take a look at today's. I think there was a little bit more clarity on it, although I didn't necessarily like it very much. So, yep, a little bit of clarity here. We're at 535. So really, we're right around this area right here of this positive gamma cluster. 535 is our biggest pull. If what bears want is for us to rip all the way through this big positive cluster here to get down in here into this 518 range. Could be tough. This is a massive positive gamma cluster with really a pretty hard stop if we repel upwards, at least at about 529, 528 right there. So if we get down to those levels and we hang, even if we get down to 525 and we somehow manage to stay up and bounce, then we've got nice room up to potentially 540. If we cannot, then we're going to break down through all of these and end up around 518. Very interesting look here. It's very messy in this area. We've seen stranger things happen where news has caused us to melt through some gamma, but we'd need that reverse gamma ramp where we're speeding down the ramp instead of up it to get all the way down into that 518. All right, that is all for now. Everybody have a good day. Stay safe out there and go get that Oprah money.